I'm genuinely at a stage now where I genuinely think that the majority of LinkedIn advice that I see being spouted every single day, I don't think it actually generates business. And I know that's probably madness to say if you're watching this, but like what I wanted to kind of go through today is I had a conversation with a very, very close friend of mine who I've worked with for 7+ years now. And we were looking at kind of like our social media journeys, the way that we've leveraged like these online platforms to generate opportunities every single week. And what I find mesmerizing is that I see like there's algorithm reports out there. I see people doing these graphics every single, and I said I was going to release some content around kind of like me giving my opinions around those pieces, and it's coming. Like I will definitely do it. I'll probably get it done within the next few days or so. But I look at it and it's like people are spending so much time obsessing with the content that they should be sharing and making sure their profiles are right, making sure that all of the stuff that they're being told to do is correct. But actually, when we spend the majority of our time, if we look at where the business comes from, it's not from the content. It's not from the engagement. It's not from the commenting. It's not from, yeah, your profile makes a difference, but it's not that. And so what I wanted to kind of go through is kind of like the thought processes that we look at for social media today. So you can begin to maybe adjust the way that you're thinking, because this is what I've been doing for years now. A social media platform like LinkedIn, like Instagram, like Facebook, the way that we have used them, the way that I have used them, and the way that I continue to still use them, I use them a little bit like a phone book. And I know that sounds a little bit mad and old-fashioned, but in a place where we're told that networking, when you first start in business, you go out there and you network, right? Something that you're told to do. You go out there and you meet loads of people. I mentioned this in one of my other videos. You go out there and you're meant to meet loads of people. With social media, we seem to forget that actually it's an opportunity to network. It's an opportunity to build relationships, and you can do it very, very quickly, or you can do it slowly. And what I mean by that is that slowly you can do it one-to-one, or if you want to do it quickly, you can do it one-to-many. There's different routes that you can go down, and each, depending on what it is that you're selling, there will be a route that you should focus in on, okay? For me, I do a combination of both. So every single week without fail, I am adding new people into my audience across a multitude of platforms. I'm creating to build my brand. I'm not creating these videos. I'm not creating content on any social media platform to generate leads. Leads are a kind of like a consequence, a positive consequence of creating. It happens because people, they start to know you, you know the drill, like they start to know you, they start to like you, they start to trust you. And then with it, if they have a need, they will then reach out to you, which has happened actually off the back of some of these videos. But I do not create them with lead generation in mind. I create them to actually, number one, showcase that I'm real. Number two, showcase how much I know. And number three, to get out there and allow people to start realizing and building trust with me, start seeing my face, start understanding who I am and what I'm doing. That's why I create. And I think lots of people forget that. They're looking at the angle of like, how can I get someone commenting, or how can, and you go to nuance, you go to detailed. And I've always found that the best content I've ever created is the content that I put the least amount of thought into. Which sounds backwards, but actually have a look at your content. Go into your LinkedIn profiles, go into the analytics section and go and sort by like the top performing pieces of content. I can almost guarantee it will be the one that you've probably spent the least time thinking about. And so it's just a bit of a reality check really today when I'm about to go into a one-to-one session. So today I've got a one-to-one session with a client that I absolutely love working with. She does amazing things, and we're looking at the way that her offer is going to be positioned. We're going to look at the way to promote it. We're going to look at a bit of a launch strategy with it. I don't do a huge amount of one-to-one stuff these days just because of time, but I'm excited to be able to kind of get really under the skin of what it is that she's trying to do. And we're going to be thinking about the journey that we're going to create to be able to use LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook as that phone book, so to speak, and start to drive people and get their attention, number one. And then number two, move them to a place, as I mentioned yesterday, where we've got control and we can then present what it is that we're trying to sell. These processes are so simple, but the logic is the thing that most people are missing. We're sitting there, we're being active. What video do I post? What format does it need to be? How does the headline need to look? And people are getting you to focus in on the wrong things, because the reality is, I know that if you're watching this right now, really, you're not trying to go viral on social media for any other reason than trying to get more business normally. You're not doing it for the vanity metrics. You're not doing it to make yourself feel good. You're doing it because it's like, you know what, I need more opportunity. And actually focusing in on those tiny little details are not helping you. So I need you to stop doing it. because actually the way to win when it comes to online work, this world, is to simply go one-to-one and start building relationships up one-to-one, reaching out with no aim whatsoever. Actually, just try and build a relationship with somebody. Go and be nice, go and be friendly, go and introduce yourself, try and help people. My first message to the majority of people is, how can I help you? What questions do you have? How can I add value and showcase that actually there's some value there that I can deliver? I'm looking to give and give and give and give and give before I ever take. And I've done that for loads and loads and loads of years now. And it's a big difference maker. So it's about taking a step back, working out, right, who am I trying to help? What am I trying to help them with? And how can I actually go and earn some trust? Because the reality is, strangers do not trust you when you walk by them on a street. So they're definitely not going to trust you online unless you give them a reason to. These videos are a great way for me to be able to get my message out there. Maybe you could do the same thing. Create a video every single day talking about a topic that you're interested in, that you think actually this is going to help someone else. And I think from there you really see some opportunity from it. So yeah, I've got a one-to-one session today. Webinar, I said I'd update the webinar numbers. The email went out yesterday morning. I think another one's gone out this morning. It's Wednesday 27th of May at 9:20 a.m. Email went out at 7 a.m. promoting the workshop tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll leave the link so you can register for the workshop tomorrow. You can register for it just by clicking the link and popping your email address in. And yeah, it's a fun day. It's been hot these last couple of days. We bought an aircon unit which has saved our lives. Absolutely epic work, and I'm loving it. This week's been awesome. I had a late meeting last night with a potential opportunity which I think is going to be very, very exciting. So more to come on that soon. And yeah, just more of the same today. I've got automation set up with my direct messaging. I'll talk about that at some point. We're looking at a new lead magnet we're creating that will be coming out at some point. We've got the updated part with Scylla. There's huge updates going on our email marketing system that will come out at some point. Yeah, it's all exciting. There's so much going on. But the big thing and the big point of this is that my daily rhythm, my daily actions, if you would like to know what they are, just pop actions in the comment and I will do a video on them. My daily actions do not change. And it's those daily actions that I know contribute to my email list growing and the amount of opportunities that then come in. Have an amazing day. Remember, anything that you want me to talk about, any questions, every single day I'm going to be here, just drop them in the comments below and I'll see you all tomorrow. See you later. Goodbye.